I'm Pastor George Borkart, and this is another Higher Things video short. Galatians 3:20 and 21, Bible Study Thursday. That's the subject of today's Higher Things video short. Hey, if you love our videos, if you are learning about your faith, maybe hanging with some Lutherans that you are learning about what we believe, go ahead and like and subscribe today. If you don't like one of our videos, the not like button works too. Go to support.higherthings.org and donate today. Patreon. You can, your tax-deductible gift keeps our videos going. Now, Bible Study Thursday takes us to Galatians 3 and one of the best verses, we're getting there, in the chapter. Now remember, the apostle is setting out how a promise made to Adam and Eve, a promise made to Abraham trumps laws made later. And that the law given at Sinai doesn't trump the promise made to Abraham that he'd be the father of many nations. So now that he's laid that out, why then law? It was added because of transgression. Law is in the world because of sin. Until the offspring should come, to whom the promise had been made, it was put in place through angels, messengers, as an intermediary. Now, an intermediary sounds like many intermediaries, but God is one. Is the law then contrary to the promises of God? Me genoito, which means H-E double hockey sticks? No. For if a law had been given which was able to give life, then out of the law would come righteousness. Righteousness would be indeed out of the law. This is so important. This is so important that only one verse is going to be done today. Law doesn't give life. I'm going to rewind it again. Law doesn't give life. Law doesn't give life before the gospel. Law doesn't give life after the gospel. The law doesn't produce good works. It doesn't. It doesn't before the gospel. It doesn't after the gospel. No law was given that would produce life. If that were true, if law was given that could produce life, then righteousness would indeed come out of the law. But the law was not given to make life. The law was given because of sin. The law was given to kill you. God did not give you the law in order to change your behavior and make you a better person, to get you to give up alcohol and the like. The law was given in order to kill you, to make you dead, to make all of you dead. The alcoholism part of you dead, and also the coveting part of you that doesn't know that that's a sin yet. He gave the law in order to kill you. He gave the law to kill your idolatry. He gave the law to kill your despising of his word. He gave the law to your despising of preaching in his name, the Sabbath. He gave the law because you don't obey your parents. He gave the law because you murder each other with hate and don't help your neighbor out of the ditch. He gave the law because you're an adulterous pig who watches porn, who lives an alternate lifestyle that you need to die from. He gave the law because you steal and cheat on your taxes and use unfair measurements. He gave the law because you lie, cheat, steal. You lie about lying and you gossip about gossiping. And finally, he gave the law because you covet. All of this law was given so that you would die to your sins and be left dead, so that you would die to your religion, which you think can save you by means of doing and don't doing. If a law had been given that could give life, then righteousness would be indeed from the law. On the flip side, all of a sudden, law was not given after you believe in order again to create life, as if the Lord saved you from the law in order to put you back under the law. And all of the people who get liturgically excited about sanctification because finally they're doing the law need to confess with the Lutheran confessions, with the scriptures, that the law doesn't give life. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't kind of give life. It doesn't give life at all. If you think that it does, you're deceiving yourself and the truth is not in you. Not to mention the fact that you're denying Galatians 3:21. So if you think I've said a few times that the law was not given to give life, you've got the thrust of this video. If the law was given to give life, then righteousness could be indeed from the law, and Christ did not need to be sent. Christ did not need to die, and that you don't need to be saved by him, because you could be saved by what you do and don't do. Precisely because you can't be saved by what you do, because the law wasn't given in order to give life. The law was given to kill you, dead, done, dying. Dead. The law was given to kill you. The gospel, if you want life, if you want good works, if you want something for your neighbor, that'll be powered by the gospel. A different message. A message not trumped by Sinai. Not trumped by the law. A message promised to Abraham, delivered in the suffering and death of Jesus. Righteousness does not come by the law. It comes by faith in Jesus Christ. And sanctification does not come by the law. It comes by justification, by Jesus alone. It is powered by the gospel. Where's the law in it? Well, the law teaches you how to love and serve your neighbor, but it can't provide you the energy to do those good works. That enlivening power has to come from the gospel. This has been Galatians 3:21. Next week, Galatians 3:22 and following, maybe, if we've gotten this down. I'm Pastor George Borghardt, Bible Study Thursday. And this has been another Higher Things video short.